Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to all ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our webinar Iyres Series 2 with the topic Are Youth OK? Organized by Institute of Youth Research Iyres and Institute of Leadership Excellence and Development. Before we continue the session, please all of you need to register your attendance through e-mind system for easy downloading to e-certification. You also can give a question to our speakers, and I will read your question on our third round in chatting Zoom and FB Live. So ladies and gentlemen, allow me to share a brief background about this webinar that we held on this morning. The webinar will held on 10 to 12 p.m. The main purpose of this webinar is actually to delve more deeply into the mental health issue and provide platform to youngsters, people to share views and opinions in fostering awareness of mental health issue. So, our voice okay? Can the people on the chat room, are you clear? Facebook Live, is it okay? Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, today with me we have two gorgeous speakers, ladies, right, that will share about this mental health issue regarding youth. And this is, we brought these two speaker which is expertise on their issues, right, about this mental health topic. So for the first speaker, Dr. Fariza Jamaluddin, as a senior researcher from Iyres, and now is conducting the mental health research on youth perspective. How are you, doctor?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
All right.
Thank
So
you.
welcome to, this is iLead Studio. Welcome to iLead. Right, and on the second speaker, welcome Mrs. Siti Saleha Musiran as an activist of activist of DBG, known as Depresi Bukan Gila. She also wrote various articles related to depression and mental health on social media platform. So later, Siti will share with us what is actually Siti doing on this DBG, Depresi Bukan Gila. Therefore, I will start by explaining some procedure for this forum, which is speaker will go through 4 rounds. For the first round, we go to introduction. So I will ask Dr. and Puan Siti the introduction about Are Youth OK? So the second round is contacting in youth development. On the third round, I will read the question from our audience if you have some question. So audience, ladies and gentlemen, you can write the question on the chat room or on live Facebook. And last round, we'll go to wrap up everything about our session today. All right? So, we will go to the first round. Dr. Fariza, I want to ask you, can you share with us actually what is actually issue happened or challenges that related to mental health youth nowadays?
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ika, for
Alright.
a very nice introduction.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, are youth okay? It's a big question and interesting topic to discuss. And of course, this topic is closely related with the mental health of the youth. I believe that every one of us know that the mental health is a basic human right, and it is more than just the absence of the mental illness or disorder. And WHO defined mental health as a state of the mental well-being that enable you to cope with stress, realize your ability, learn well and work well, and contribute something towards your community actually. And it is this concept, it is an integral component of the well-being and health that underpins our individual and collective ability to make a decision, to build a relationship, as well as to shape the world we live in. And that's why mental health is crucial to the individual's community, as well as the social economic development itself. However, for the past few years, it is very hard for us, especially youth, to cope with, to protect our mental health, especially after the pandemic COVID-19. Imagine that more than half of the millions adults reported having a
Depression,
depression.
okay.
Yeah, and not only adults but children also.
Is it on Malaysia only
Yeah,
or
in
in
Malaysia.
Malaysia?
It is in Malaysia.
Mhm,
Actually,
mhm.
it's in Malaysia. It is reported from the NHMS, National Health Mobility Survey in 2019 actually. And not only adults, the children also is more than 400, more than 400,000 children are having the mental health problems.
Meaning, doctor, nowadays children also
Yeah, it's not only
have this depression.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
know
it's-
about this depression.
yeah, they're
Okay.
having a depression
Okay.
also. And for the past 5 years, amongst Malaysian students aged between 13 to 17, this is some of the early youth. They also having such this kind of the problems, which is they have the prevalence of the suicide thoughts increase from 10% to 13.1%. It's a huge amount.
Yeah, amount, betul.
It's a huge figures and statistic actually, and the latest ones, the NHM 2022, reported that the rate of the attempted suicide increased from 6.9% to 9.5%. I know, but this is a critical issue,
Issues.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not only on this adult
Yeah.
youth, but also increase in children.
Children.
So meaning children
Children as well.
nowadays also known about this depression.
Exposed
Yeah,
to
exposed to the
expression.
expression. Okay, depression. All right.
In the youth context itself, Iyres, we have done a research. One of it is a Malaysian youth Malaysian Youth Index report. It stated that 11.2 youth admitted attempt suicides, and 13% of them plans to commit suicide. Meanwhile, 14.6% has suicide thoughts. These statistics represent a youth nowadays.
Yeah.
That means they have a serious problems. In terms of the mental health. And this one is another study conducted by Iyres also. This one is the recent study, profiling study. The finding report that 3 in 10 Malaysian youth with a moderate anxiety to severe anxiety, plus 1 in 10 Malaysian youth with a high perceived stress. Believe it or not.
How is it? How high perceived stress? Meaning, how was it, doctor?
At the high level of
High,
stress.
okay. So meaning
The
it's
highest level of stress.
okay.
means,
All right.
Imagine that our friends, one of them, 10 of our friends, one of them having a perceived
So meaning
stress.
in this studio, if we have
10,
10 people,
Yeah.
so meaning
One of
maybe
us-
maybe
Yeah,
maybe
at least. One of them
one
is-
or three.
one of them,
is
three,
actually
three
yeah.
is anxiety, 3 is anxiety, 1 is high perceived stress.
High perceived. All right. So how your audience in Zoom? So now maybe you can check your mental health. Is it your level in depression, or actually you don't have any depression, or you are going to have a depression, right? So all together, let we think about ourselves. Which level are we have? Right, doctor. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, doctor. Can you continue?
Okay. Yeah, I know there's a lot of statistics and figures to digest, but the main point here is nowadays it's very hard to take care and control or to protect our mental health. It's not only for youth, but also for adults and children. Yeah. So we should really take care of our mental health actually.
I think later, doctor, later we will go to what's the factor
Okay.
about this mental health, and how we can know this is this kind of level of mental health.
Yeah.
Maybe we have a depression, we have anxiety,
Yeah. Even
suicide
suicide
level.
thoughts.
Yeah. So later our speaker will talk more about this. So doctor, you have continue?
Yeah, just
Alright.
continue with
Okay.
Point City.
So next is the question is to Puan Siti. Can you share? It's actually you is from DBG, Depresi Bukan Gila. It's not an NGO, but you are one of activists in that in this DBG. So can you share with us what is actually DBG and what is the role of DBG do to the society? And maybe this is the first time our audience know about DBG.
Okay, first of all, thank you, Puan Ika, for introducing me. And also thank you, Iyres, for inviting DBG to this studio. We are happy to share from our perspective as an activist. So first of all, DBG is basically a group. Okay, we group of, can say we are friends, but we're not actually a friend. We only become a friends when we know that we are having the same issue, which is depression itself. Okay. So DBG was started by one man. It's one man alone managing the Facebook page. The DBG start after the tragic death of Chester Bennington, the vocalist of rock band Linkin Park, who take his own life on 20 July 2017. So Chester Bennington is a important figure in music industry. People look out for him for an inspiration. His music resonate with other people's because of the heavy message it carries in the music. Okay. So when someone that we look up as a hero, as an inspiration, idol, took his own life due to depression, it caused a ripple effect in a lot of teenagers at that era, because the music itself brings, it helps a lot of people to going through the difficult time, right?
Healing, we call it healing.
Healing at that time lah. Nowadays healing is a bit different, but so it triggers a lot of people, and from that point, our founders, Encik Fazil, start the page itself alone, and it surprisingly the feedback received from public at that time. Okay, I believe Mr. Fazil didn't expect this, because almost every day the Facebook page itself we receive a lot of message PM directly.
Make us know what is actually the name of the Facebook.
Depresi bukan gila.
Depresi bukan
Same.
gila. So maybe now, so people can search depresi gila
on Facebook.
On Facebook, right?
Facebook.com/depresi bukan gila. Okay. So a lot of people reach through DBG page, sharing their sadness, hopelessness, their concern, their worries, and they look out for support. And at that time, it's only one man handle that page. So from that moment, Fazil start to collect of anyone who he can see potential, who can join. So I start joining DBG when I actively write an article and share with Fazil. So then he offered me to join the DBG. Of course, I'm excited because at that time I was struggling with depression itself. So at that moment, my mindset is maybe by helping others, I can help myself. That's why I started writing articles. But it generally not from me, not from my own perspective. I refer to several reference which written by the professional itself in the mental health issues. Okay, so DBG now we have around 10 active member, which we share the same goal to promote the mental health awareness. And one thing that we're really eager to bring forward is to fight the stigma against mental illness, because people usually think like when you have depression, you are crazy. You're insane. But
people don't want to psychiatrist or get the treatment.
The stigma itself.
That's the stigma.
That's the stigma, and it makes people who suffer from depression, they have doubt to come forward and address their own personal issue, because they don't want to feel like, they don't want to be judged as weak or insane or troublesome. So we still most of our activities are on Facebook platform. We also have TikTok, Instagram. said platform, but we are more active on Facebook lah. So you guys can check.
You can check. Okay, doctor. Is all the around 10 members that active, is this all members have we call history or any backgrounds related to this depression and open to share with the youth actually?
I can say because everyone have their own struggling. Okay. Some of them not ready to disclose their issue, but he or she want to join us, and some of our member groups are actually trained psychologists. Okay, they have background in counselling and also psychiatry. So we work together. We actually a different person with different interests, with different personality.
Work together to solve
but
this.
because we share the same goal, so this is what we do. Most because right now it's my turn, but previously or in another next time maybe you might meet any of us lah, any one of us. It's not only me who speak on behalf of DBG.
So meaning DBG only run on media social online in Facebook, or you have any center that people maybe can come to get your any what we call advice, treatment or anything?
Hopefully one day, but at this moment we work on social media platform. But for these previous 3 years, we have visited several universities by invitation to share our motive.
Meaning you go to the university giving some talk, like what we do sharing today.
Yeah, we join discussion or workshop and any mental health awareness activity.
So meaning DBG is a platform online for the youth or for the people to share what's actually happened to them.
Yeah, basically we like to share any kind of information related to mental health.
Success story.
Any kind of information, even a jokes. It could be a dark jokes to some people, but for us it helps us to going through our hard times. Okay.
Alright. Okay, so that is basically for our first round. Doctor have shared with us what's actually issue or related to mental health. With actually this is not very petty kind issue. It's a very serious issue nowadays. It's not only on youth but also adults and also children. We cannot imagine how our children have this kind of feelings, depression, right? Anxiety and all of that, right? So we will take a break for a while, and in 5 minutes and later we will continue. So have a break.
Institut Penyelidikan Pembangunan Belia Malaysia Iyres merupakan agensi di bawah Kementerian Belia Dan Sukan KBS yang berperanan sebagai sebuah pusat penyelidikan nasional yang menjalankan kajian dalam pelbagai aspek pembangunan belia serta perubahan yang berlaku di peringkat nasional, serantau dan antarabangsa. Dasar Belia Malaysia 2015 telah menggariskan peranan Iyres sebagai focal point kepada penyelidikan dan statistik belia. Selaras dengan itu, Iyres telah mengambil inisiatif untuk mewujudkan sebuah platform yang dapat menempatkan semua data-data berkaitan belia di satu tempat atau dinamakan Data One Stop Center melalui pendekatan National Blue Ocean Strategy (NBOS). Sistem ini menjadi rujukan kepada pembuat dasar, perancang program dan lain-lain pemegang taruh pembangunan belia, mengurangkan tempoh masa dan prosedur proses permohonan dan pengumpulan data, menyediakan tempat penyimpanan data yang selamat serta memudahkan proses pencarian data. Sistem ini juga membolehkan para pengguna mengakses data secara atas talian dengan mudah, cepat dan mesra pengguna. Menjana statistik data yang menarik dan mudah difahami serta boleh dimuat turun dari semasa ke semasa. Serta para pengguna boleh mengakses melalui mobile di aplikasi App Store dan Play Store. Sistem Y-Data at Iyres boleh dilayari melalui ydata.iyres.gov.my. Sistem ini menyediakan beberapa menu utama kepada pengguna, iaitu permohonan data, koleksi statistik data, ruangan maklum balas pengguna dan galeri media. Bagi pengguna yang ingin membuat permohonan data atau memberikan maklum balas kepada Iyres, pengguna perlu mendaftarkan diri ke dalam sistem. Pengguna perlu mendaftarkan diri mengikut kategori awam atau community Iyres. Bagi pengguna yang ingin membuat permohonan data, ruangan ini disediakan untuk memudahkan para pengguna memohon terus melalui sistem data yang diperlukan selain daripada data yang telah dimuat naik pada sistem ini. Sekiranya pengguna mempunyai sebarang aduan, pertanyaan, cadangan atau pandangan, boleh ajukan kepada pihak urus setia sistem Y-Data @Iyres melalui ruangan maklum balas yang telah disediakan. Koleksi statistik data belia yang telah dikumpulkan daripada focal point telah dijana ke dalam bentuk visualisasi yang lebih interaktif dan menarik. Statistik data belia dibahagikan kepada 9 kategori utama iaitu penduduk, persatuan, pendidikan, kesihatan, sukarelawan, gejala sosial, sukan dan rekreasi, usahawan belia serta sosialisasi politik. Pelaksanaan Y-Data @Iyres telah mendapat kerjasama yang baik daripada semua pihak yang terlibat. Aktiviti-aktiviti telah direkodkan dan dibuat naik ke dalam sistem untuk paparan pengguna. Semua koleksi aktiviti boleh dicapai pada menu Galeri Media. Sistem Y-Data @Iyres juga turut menyediakan menu-menu sokongan kepada para pengguna untuk mendapatkan maklumat tambahan sistem ini. Sekiranya pengguna memerlukan manual pengguna, sistem ini telah menyediakan beberapa dokumen mengikut jenis pengguna yang boleh dimuat turun secara percuma. Sekiranya ada sebarang pertanyaan, sila hubungi urus setia Y-Data @Iyres.
Okay, we continue to our second round in our webinar with the topic, Are Youth Okay? For the second round, I will ask panel some question, and I would like to remind to our audience that you can put your question if you have any question. Then I will read on our third round later, right? And don't forget to register in our system eMind to download our e-certification after we settle this webinar later. Alright, so we continue to our second round. To Doctor, as a senior researcher in Iyres, and now you are conducting on a Malaysian Youth Mental Health Index research. So can you explain more, and can you share to us what's actually you doing in this research?
Okay. Actually, we at Iyres, we as a research wing for the Ministry of Youth and Sport, we focus more on the research on youth and sport. And currently we are in the middle of developing an index, known as Malaysian Youth Mental Health Index. This research is a collaboration actually.
Alright.
A collaboration between Iyres and UNICEF Malaysia. UNICEF.
Oh, UNICEF. Alright.
Yeah, UNICEF Malaysia.
Sorry, UNICEF. Alright.
They sponsors us to do a research. This index. Interesting about this index, it is actually the first index in Malaysia, and also at the international levels. Meaning
First index in Malaysia.
Yeah,
even
mental
not
health
at
index.
any university not doing all of this.
No.
Alright, okay.
And at the international level, they do have a mind health index, but I mean in international levels, but they focus more on employees, not the youth itself. But our current interest, we focus and we are interested to know the level of mental health among youth actually, because when we know this index, you know, the policymaker, we can assist them in terms of the input itself. We can provide them to build means the national policy in order to tackle these problems, right? As we discussed earlier, youth having such a problems in terms of anxiety, depression, and even suicide attempt.
Maybe people or our policymaker doesn't know how serious
how
this thing
serious.
are.
That's why we you know that's our initiative, so that they will know the level of the mental health index itself. So some of this index is basically based on several domains, which is a factor that influence the mental health index itself. For example, it can be one of the domains can be a life experience, social support, lifestyle, your coping mechanism, mind screenings, and also your personal characteristic. All these 7 domains influence the mental health of youngs.
Meaning, doctor, domain is the terms in research.
Yeah, the
Right.
term
But
used
in
research.
layman people, what's actually domain?
Domain is a factor that
Factor.
influence.
All right.
Okay.
So factor that influence
Yeah.
this depression, anxiety,
Yeah.
and health. All right.
Factor that influence the mental health, the condition of the mental health of the youngs itself.
Okay.
Okay, for example, like the surrounding nowadays in the social media, you know, sometimes among youth, they post a picture or sometimes they you know they're sharing the picture and then they hope that many of them like or whatsoever, right?
Okay.
If they didn't get a like that they want, they become depressed and
They want the validation.
yeah, they want the validation from the social media itself. That is one of the the critical factor that influence the mental health of the young people nowadays. That's one. You can go for maybe in terms of the abuse, the child abuse, means that their experience during child, it's ongoing, right? When you encounter, when you have those experience, those experience bully and abuse, it will remain there in your
It's kind of traumatic.
Continuous distress.
You become depressed, lonely, and when it's come into when you think about it, abuse or something, bully, it's influenced your mental health itself, right?
Right. So one is surrounding
Yeah,
environment.
that one is surrounding environment. That one is a life experience.
Life experience.
Means
Okay.
like,
Life
yeah,
experience.
your experience encounter bully, abuse, and plus a stigma and discrimination itself. Yeah, it stops people to get, to go and get help. Because like you said, and Puan Siti said, right.
People were shy to
yeah.
sharing this kind of thing. Maybe.
Yeah, they're afraid that others think that they are crazy,
Insane. Yes.
That's
Alright.
that's some of the elements that we take into account to measure the index itself.
Right.
Actually,
So it's one of the domain.
one of the domains. Another domain is surrounding. Some of the domain is a risk factor, which is it can give more negative to your mental, but some of the domain is support your mental health. Means that some of the domains such as the social support, your friends, your family supports, your significant meanings that a counselor or expertise like secretaries, maybe from them it is support that youth needs in order to protect, in order to actually to protect their mental health, right? It's a positive, meaning that it enhances.
This is a positive.
Yeah.
This domain.
Positive
Meaning
factor.
not all the positive factor.
Yeah.
Not all the domain is actually negative domain.
Yeah.
So meaning social support.
Social support,
they need
coping
support.
mechanism, how you cope with your stress, that one is a positive. Your personal life, meaning that if you have a purpose in your life that will, actually help your mental health out. Okay.
Right. So maybe doctor can share others domain. How was it? Like personal character.
Like personal character, it's life purpose, autonomy itself, resilience itself. One of the main indicator or factor that's nowadays when they have the high level of resilience, they can
Survive.
they can survive actually. They can survive, right?
All right. Okay, doctor. In this, how you conduct this research when you give this domain in 7, like example,
you mean
this 7 domain.
the procedure of the research
Yeah.
itself?
Maybe you get some people that you
Yeah, we
interview.
conduct. This one
interview.
is through online, through questionnaire.
All right.
But we use the enumerator to go and collect data from a youth all around Malaysia, 13 state, and and 3 Wilayah Persekutuan. And they go and ask belia youth aged between 15 to 30 years old. Yeah, it's through online, I can say, online survey.
Meaning this research, Malaysian Youth Mental,
It's a national level.
Research level, and only for youth only.
Yeah.
So the age is from
15 to 30.
So meaning your what we call N in research, and
The result.
the result, the
outcome?
end, the
Summary.
end. Say the end.
The outcome.
The outcome? You mean the
Not the
outcome?
outcome.
The end.
Meaning you interview or you collect this data or
face
the
to
data.
face.
The data.
Yeah,
So meaning the
face to
data
face.
is
Face to face, but using a questionnaire.
and the data is this youth age in this.
Yeah. We focus on this youth age.
Okay.
Actually, we go there and collect. So the respondent itself should what we call is should meet the criteria that we set.
All right.
I mean, age in terms of the locality, in terms of the ethnicity
Alright.
itself. So we decide first lah.
Alright.
Maksudnya, how many ones for each state? How many for represent a Chinese,
Alright.
Indians, Malay, and other Bumiputra as well.
So that is what I want to know. Actually. Yeah.
Okay.
So meaning you have the criteria of this.
Yeah. Sample.
Sample.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah,
actually,
sample.
and it's a sample.
Okay,
Ya
you want to do
Allah, ya
sample,
Tuhanku.
actually.
And it's a sample. Sorry.
Yeah.
Alright. So maybe doctor have anything that you want to continue about this research?
Actually we are at the end of the stage. We already came into a conclusion. We already have that index, but we still we cannot expose to the public yet because we didn't share to the stakeholder, especially UNICEF. So we need to share with them first, and then we can expose to the public.
Meaning you still this research
It's
still ongoing, so not
but
finished
at
yet.
the end of end stage.
The end stage, alright.
Yeah.
Okay. So anything, doctor?
I think that's for now.
That's for now, right? So because if doctor don't have any further to share, so I need to go to Puan Siti for the second question. Right, Puan Siti, can you explain the way, right? You know that you facing this kind of people, right? You also have the history of these things. So how can you share to us how to control maybe this kind of depression, stress, suicide prevention, and others?
Okay, thank you, Maika. So first of all, before you know how to control, first you need to know what is the indicator. Are you really depressed, or you just stressed out, or you just frustrated with something, right? Because being sad doesn't mean you are depressed. Okay, it's so easy that people like similarize between the depression and sadness, but actually it's different. Okay, to be sad, to be frustrated is normal, but when you have it like every single day, the same feeling, the heaviness that you cannot open up to anyone, then you know you need to do something about that. Okay, then that is not normal. Okay, when at first I noticed slight changes in my sleep pattern. Okay, I become like heavy sleeper. Okay, it's easy to become fatigued. Even though I didn't do anything extra or anything, not
active.
It's not heavy activities. I just go through my daily life, but every day become heavier and heavier. The most common symptom for those who having depression is they will start losing interest in their daily life. Okay, they will feel a excessive guilty feeling and very low self-esteem. They become fatigued easily. So there is not a criteria for healthy people. Okay, especially teenagers. Because they are active, they have a lot of energy, vibrant. They're going out with friends. They're going out with friends. They make joke, fun, and everything. But when you have like all these characteristics, like a sick people, you will start slowly isolating yourself from the others. Okay.
Isolating yourself.
Yeah, you isolate yourself. You feel lonely, even though when you
Not going to search for friends, not
yeah.
going to having fun.
Yeah,
Right?
some of them try, okay, because they want to look normal. They want to look like weird. Why you escape from us? Why are you avoiding us? They don't want to look like that. So they act natural, get going with friends, but they cannot feel connection with them. They feel distant. Okay, they may smile, laugh together, but it's
Deeply,
empty.
right?
It's empty.
In their hearts.
There's no feeling. There's no emotion except heaviness. Okay, so everyone who's watching this, if you notice this thing happen in you, you need to take action. Okay, it's okay to keep silence because not everyone have the courage to open up, right? To share the feeling, especially when we are get used to be lonely. I mean, some people growing up in a good family dynamic, okay? They have a very supportive
Yeah,
parents, very
siblings,
supportive
friends.
siblings. But
Friends.
some of us, we feel like we're growing alone, grow up alone, okay? With lack of support from parents. It's okay. This is not the time to blame your parents, okay? Because 15 and 30s, okay, you're still young, but you have all the skill to develop yourself now, okay? First of all, you need to monitor your mood, identify your feeling, okay? What is the feeling I'm feeling right now? Is it sad? Am I frustrated? Why I'm frustrated? Why I feel this way? And it's not easy actually. We can distinguish sadness and frustration, but if you're depressed, you cannot see the line. It's just like one globe of fog, very dark, which like a dark cloud on your head. You cannot distinguish what is it. So it's very hard to explain to people. Even though you try to reach your friend, they might not understand, okay? And that's what most of depressed people are afraid of, because you see, like, okay, let's say kids who feel very irritable or discomfort is on feeling, he try to reach their parents. I feel like this. Then the parent will say, why? Hey, you
Try to
there-
control.
Ah,
Don't like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
then
this is a very simple thing.
yeah, then the parent will say, back in my days or when I was a kid,
It's compared. They compare with
they
the previous.
compare. That it's not only parents, but it also amongst friends.
Friends,
Okay, friends will also friends. They have a good intention to help their friends,
Depends.
but the technique is different. The technique is not right. Okay, because for those who are depressed, they need a specific discipline to address the issue. So it's important for all of you who have this kind of feeling that you believe it's some kind of depression.
Maybe
Maybe.
extend to.
Yeah, maybe
Depression.
it's not depression yet, because depression needs to be confirmed by the specialist, right?
Secretaries.
You need to refer to doctor to confirm that it is depression. Okay, but you feel it, so get some help. Whatever, what kind of help, but make sure it is safe. Okay, don't go to
Yeah,
stranger.
It's good advice, right?
If you're a student, college student or university student, you can reach counselor.
Counselor, right?
Yeah. You know what is your specialty as student? It's free for most of student. For adult like us, we need to pay some amount of money. Okay, it's not cheap, but for you guys, it's free. So get help from them. Okay, counselor is a well-trained specialist who are there to help you. Okay, if you don't have the facility to seek counselor help, okay, you can, nowadays there are a lot of helpline. Okay, we have Miasa, we have Befrienders KL, NMH. Yeah, it's a support group online. You they have the telephone number that they share
Can share.
publicly. Anyone can call.
You can easily
Ah,
easily
meaning
reach them.
you
We just
can reach-
we just can Google this kind.
Yeah.
To
Befrienders.
have some help.
Yeah.
Right.
For there is a one line from government. 1555. Maybe it's changed recently, but 1555 is works.
Yeah.
Okay. Because they have a think for women as well for the abuse, so they have
Abuse, yeah.
different line, right?
different line.
But it works.
So meaning, Puan Siti said this line is special on mental health or what?
What is under KKM?
Not
Yes.
all. Some part of it is
Okay.
NGO.
Okay.
It's not only addressed for mental health, but if you need immediate relief from your emotional burden, when you cannot find anyone to talk to them. Especially if any of you guys have a suicidal thought. Please, don't stay silent. Get some help, okay? Because the help is there. It just you who need to push yourself, okay, to help yourself. Okay, that's one. How to help yourself? This more on serious part lah. Because depression have their level. It can be severe, it can be mild. Okay, so for those maybe you have a mild sign of depression, you can start seeing on how why you feel that way. But if it's so severe, please get some help immediately. Okay.
Okay, we go back to how the way to control. Maybe Puan Siti will can share with us. So first is we need to know ourselves, okay, whether it's sad or we attend to depression, right? So as you have your own story or history, so how you control this thing? First thing first, and how you know that you are in depression line and you are open to go to find any counselor, psychiatrist, or sharing with friends, and try to what we call to control this, because not so many people, not all people
Have the
tend
courage.
to open,
Have the courage to
have
go
this
forwards
encourage, yes.
to share.
It's happened to me as well. I'm not open to share because at the moment I was so blue. What happened to me? Why I'm like this? At the moment I was I'm in my master program. I tried to finish my research paper, but at that time I was so like I cannot concentrate. Everything I read is like useless. It doesn't sit in my mind. It just go away. Like what happened to me? Why am I sick? Why I feel so tired all the time? I have difficult to get out from my bed. So I start to explore. What is it? Is it my vitamin deficiency? I take more vitamins. Okay. So what else? What happened to me? I have some disease. I go to doctor. Blood test from one clinic to another clinic to another
Everything is
hospital.
perfect.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all went good. So what happened to me? So I then I start to do what we call thyroid test.
Alright.
Okay, the thyroid test at first it shows it's not a good reading. Okay, so I start to believe, I'm having this hypothyroid things. Okay, so I work on it, but it's still not solving my problem. So until one time I was meeting. I go to the private hospital because I really want to know what's wrong
actually-
with me. It's so heavy. I feel so stressed, so useless, until it crossed my mind that I want to commit suicide because I'm so. It's come to my point that I want to give up. It's so okay. So
So you go to the hospital.
I go to the private hospitals but the money well spent
Right.
because finally the doctor tell me, actually you're not having any kind of disease. Actually you are depressed. And that I was questioning that, like,
Means that you go to the psychiatrist or
no,
the-
actually
It's
it's
a
just
normal-
a normal
Just a
doctor.
normal doctor.
But the
Okay.
doctor make
They
a
also
list of what's wrong with
okay.
me. So I was questioning that result for quite a month, but then I realized, this is it. And then when I accept that I am depressed, I can work on that. So at first you need to know what happened to you, what it is actually.
All right. When you know that you actually are okay in anything,
of
but in medical, but actually you are in a depression level. So how you face that? First thing first, when you know, doctor say, okay, everything is okay, you are actually depressed.
So doctor prescribe me with some medication, which I took. Well, it helps me to get along, but it's not so long because depression itself the medicine is not necessary. You need collaborative works. Okay. So from that
You need
I start.
supporting environment.
Yeah, I start to
members.
seek therapists. From that I learn on how to manage my condition. Okay, because the therapist or the counselor or the psychiatrist, psychologist, they will help you to identify what is the root of your problem. Because if you didn't solve the root of your problem, medicine won't help at all. Okay, it helped at some point, but it's not
Just a temporary.
it's not a final solution. Okay.
So meaning, all people, if you know that you have tend to this kind of mental health, don't shy to go to
Seek help.
seek for help, because like Puan Siti said, that doctor or psychiatrist or psychologist can determine what is actually our root of the problem. So when we know the problem, that we can tackle the problem, right? So maybe okay, DBG. How DBG help this kind of youth when youth sharing in
Is it only
social
youth?
media?
Is it only used?
I don't know. We have follower until age of 60 years old, but the majority
The majority of.
is youth.
So meaning how you try to help this kind of people in DBG line? Maybe when they share in DBG Facebook, so DBG call them, seek them for, try to help them, or you just advise in online.
Yeah, actually for depression or mental health issue, there is no one-way solution. It's need a huge effort from everyone to help to tackle the issue. So NGO itself is not enough. School itself is not enough. Teachers or parents is not enough. For DBG, we took part in this initiative by providing some platform that allows
Voice out.
allows them to feel that they're not alone. They
Yeah.
have their community.
yeah.
They're not alone. Okay. It's not on them only, and this platform enable them to meet other people that are fighting the same battle but at different level. Okay, at different phase. Maybe they just discover about depression, or maybe they the fighter, the long survival of depression. Maybe they have kids who have depression or family members who have depression. So this is a platform which allow us to have more understanding on what is depression or mental illness. Okay, because depression itself is small topic of mental illness. We also share about other things like schizophrenia, okay, anxiety disorder, personality disorder, all sorts of things. Yeah.
Mental health. Mental
So
illness
it's the main point is we want to provide a safe space for people, and they need to know that they're not alone. They have their community.
Okay, Puan Siti, maybe you can share, because you face this kind of cases that these people share with you. So maybe you can share one or two cases that maybe can give learning for us.
How to start, because there's a lot of it. I cannot pin any single one of it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so by because sometimes people reach us through Facebook Messenger, and things that they often share is
share.
their workplace issues, stress with their parents, and all. Yeah, that's two things that I notice most prevalent among our Facebook followers. Relationship issue as well. Okay, this teenage when they are growing up in the broken family, the impact is not on the stress alone. Okay, what they miss is the communication skills. The communication between their parents is not there, so they didn't grow the skills to develop the interpersonal a relationship with others. So they will face another problem in their workplace or in the university because they need to get along with the others.
Yeah, they need to communicate with others, right?
But they don't know how to do it properly, and they don't know that they don't even have the skill, but they try to act like the other people. So it's a build up things.
And add up nowadays, youth just communicate by social media, by gadget and everything. So they don't develop their skills how to communicate to others.
Express their feelings,
it
right?
makes more difficult for them to express their difficulty, to reach for help, because they don't know how to link the bridge. Okay, that's one. And another things is we also have cases in violence in a family. Okay,
Kind of abuse.
it's so hard to escape this situation. So they have to face this conflict every day, and they have no way to go. And it's so sad because at the same time they have a burden of achieving the academic performance. Okay, they need to focus, but they cannot focus. Okay, it's not because they don't want to focus. It's not because they just indulge in their own sadness, but the emotional, they cannot regulate the emotional. Okay, so they cannot regulate their stress, and the effect is they don't realize that the depression creep in and getting bigger until one time they said, I want to give up. I cannot do this anymore. So that just some cases lah I can point out. Yes.
Alright, maybe doctor, anything that doctor want to share to add at any point?
How you see this in your research? Is this reflected in the research?
Yeah, some of them, most of them thinking about, like I said, social media itself, right? The social expectation means that they always think that what is a beauty. At some point, comparing.
Nowadays, when we see in social media, Facebook, TikTok, everything, that's all the nice things.
Nice things,
right?
Like a fake slide.
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay.
But you should believe that everyone's is beautiful. Everyone is beautiful and perfect on their own way.
Right. Don't comparing ourselves to others, and
especially on social media itself, right?
So meaning this social media is actually given a big impact for
I
nowadays
can say,
in
more
depression.
negative effects, more negative impacts towards your mental health.
All right. So I think we settle on this second round. So we will come back we will take a break for a while, and we will come back to the third round with question from you. So if you have any question, please jot down in Facebook Live or in our chat room in Zoom, so that I can read to our speaker in this third round later. So we take a break for a while. See you in 5 minutes.
Malaysia telah mensasarkan 50% rakyatnya membudayakan sukan menjelang tahun 2020 dengan menjadikan keterlibatan dalam melakukan aktiviti sukan, senaman dan rekreasi aktif sekurang-kurangnya 1 kali sebulan dalam tempoh 3 bulan berturut-turut. Sasaran ini ditetapkan untuk memastikan kesejahteraan hidup rakyat di samping mensasarkan Malaysia sebagai sebuah negara sukan. Hala tuju ini didokong oleh Kementerian Belia Dan Sukan melalui pelbagai inisiatif berpandukan Dasar Sukan Negara 2009, DSN 2009 dan Pelan Strategik Kementerian Belia Dan Sukan KBS 2016 ke 2020. Sudah tiba masanya gaya hidup aktif dan cergas menjadi amalan dalam kehidupan kita seharian. Keterlibatan dalam melakukan aktiviti sukan, senaman dan rekreasi aktif merupakan elemen penting dalam melahirkan masyarakat yang berbudaya sukan, namun budaya sukan lebih daripada itu. Ianya bermula dari peringkat pembudayaan sukan, di mana usaha itu perlu digerakkan secara bersepadu oleh pelbagai pihak. apabila masyarakat telah berbudaya sukan, mereka melakukan aktiviti sukan, senaman dan rekreasi aktif atas inisiatif sendiri. Sekiranya amalan bersukan ini disokong dengan satu ekosistem yang lengkap, maka ia seterusnya akan membentuk budaya sukan. Budaya sukan wujud apabila aktiviti sukan, senaman dan rekreasi aktif telah menjadi gaya hidup yang disokong oleh ekosistem seperti fasiliti sukan, perbelanjaan, kecintaan sukan dan kesukarelaan sukan. Apabila elemen-elemen ini berintegrasi antara satu sama lain, maka terbentuklah budaya sukan yang akan memacu Malaysia menjadi sebuah negara sukan. Satu kajian yang komprehensif dan empirikal perlu dilaksanakan bagi mengukur pencapaian Malaysia sebagai sebuah negara sukan. Lantaran itu, Kementerian Belia Dan Sukan KBS melalui Institut Penyelidikan Pembangunan Belia Malaysia Iyres yang disokong oleh pihak Unit Perancang Ekonomi EPU buat julung kalinya telah membangunkan Indeks Budaya Sukan Malaysia pada tahun 2018. Ia merupakan satu dokumen komprehensif yang melaporkan data dan statistik berhubung pencapaian budaya sukan di Malaysia. Dokumen ini dibangun berdasarkan hasil dapatan kajian secara empirikal dalam konteks Malaysia. Berbeza dengan Singapore Sports Index Participation Trends 2015, Malaysia mengukur budaya sukan berdasarkan 5 domain dan 8 indikator. Domain penglibatan merujuk kepada skor penyertaan atau kesanggupan mengambil bahagian dalam aktiviti sukan, senaman atau rekreasi aktif. Domain kecintaan sukan pula merujuk kepada rasa cinta dan kesanggupan dalam melakukan perkara-perkara berkaitan sukan, senaman dan rekreasi aktif. Manakala domain kesukarelaan merujuk kepada penajaan dan khidmat sukarela dalam aktiviti sukan, senaman dan rekreasi aktif. Domain fasiliti pula merujuk kepada ketersediaan, kebolehcapaian, keselamatan, kesesuaian dan kefungsian fasiliti sukan dalam kalangan masyarakat. Terakhir ialah domain perbelanjaan yang merujuk kepada barangan atau perkhidmatan berkaitan aktiviti sukan, senaman atau rekreasi aktif. Seramai 8,007 responden berumur 13 tahun dan ke atas telah terlibat dalam kajian ini mewakili pelbagai etnik, jantina dan lokaliti tempat tinggal. Indeks ini menjadi penanda aras mengukur pencapaian budaya sukan rakyat Malaysia. Trend budaya sukan dalam kalangan rakyat Malaysia dapat dikenal pasti. Pembentukan pelan tindakan bagi meningkatkan budaya sukan rakyat Malaysia boleh digerakkan. Perancangan pelbagai inisiatif budaya sukan di Malaysia boleh diperkukuh berasaskan data empirikal. Dengan adanya indeks budaya sukan ini, Malaysia menjadi negara pertama yang mempunyai mekanisme pengukuran pencapaian budaya sukan. Layari www.iyres.gov.my untuk memuat turun dokumen Indeks Budaya Sukan Malaysia secara percuma.
Now by Iyres, series 2 with the topic Are Youth Okay? So for this third round, we are going to read the question from our audience, right? Our participant. So for the first question, I would like to ask, I think maybe Doctor is it?
Yeah, how
Alright.
serious are
How serious our youth in depression issue? Or Doctor doing research, maybe you have some kind of example that you can share.
How serious our youth in depression
Yeah.
issue?
How serious?
Like I said previously, 6 in 10 of the youth in Malaysia having a mild depressed to a severe depressed. That's the level of depression among our youth, actually. It is, imagine that you have 10 friends, but 6 of them having a depression. That's
how
yeah,
serious.
how serious it is.
So meaning, and like Doctor said before, not only
youth, but also children and adults.
nowadays children also know what's actually
What
the
is it?
depression.
Yeah.
So meaning, right, Doctor? Okay, Doctor doing this kind of research. So
Yeah.
meaning maybe you have something that spark. Okay, Iyres need to do this kind of research because maybe it's serious.
Yeah, this is based on our previous, research. Is a profilings of youth mental health. This when we get the findings of it, that's why we want to continue further go in depth. Meaning that we continue to proceed, a study on the index. Malaysian Youth Mental Health Index. That's why we came into conclusion that we really needs to know their level of mental health
All
itself.
of this youth. Right.
Yeah.
So meaning from 10 people, 6
Six of
people
them.
is actually maybe in
yeah.
depression. So is it serious or not? More than half.
More than half
More
of
than
them.
half. So meaning it's serious nowadays in Malaysia. Is it, doctor?
Yeah, betul.
Alright.
That's right.
So maybe anything that doctor want to continue?
Any example?
Any example?
Yeah, I think it's based on the facts itself, the statistics itself, right?
And we don't know
As-
from the 3 who have suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
From the 6.
From the six itself.
And from the 6, we don't know which level of the depression that they have. Is it?
Yeah.
All right. So that one is the first question. So we go to the second question from PBSD Langkawi. What the action or planning on this issue, especially for our youth? And is there any program or activity that we provided for them to increase this depressed issue? Maybe Puan Siti will gonna share what is actually DBG do.
Okay, so because we're just small entity, what we can do is to fill up the hole. So what we do is bring the awareness. That's only the first part of the action plan. Okay, to tackle depression, it needs collaborative works, a comprehensive effort. So discovering the illness itself only the first step. Okay, then to fight the stigma against the illness, because depression is so taboo in our society. When someone reach you and share
their
their story
their
and
their
maybe
problems.
tell, oh, I might be depressed, we tend to give an advice that is not related, like you need to pray more, okay? You need to puasa lebih lah, doa lebih. It's help, but it's not for everyone, because depression has its levels and different factors that contribute to it.
Meaning cannot
Different.
do this same method.
Yeah,
Same method to all these kind of people.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not just because of your lack of faith.
Your
Okay.
weakness or something like that. Yeah.
So about mental health. Mental health is, like doctor said, it's contributed by the psychological aspect,
Yeah.
emotional,
The life experience.
the life experience. So to combat this issue, I think it's more important to prevent it from happening instead of to do all the cure action. Okay,
Prevention is better than
Better
cure,
than
right?
cure.
yeah, prevention is better than cure. So among youths, we know youths are very active, happening. They should live in the moment. So apart from providing facility for the mental health, okay, in order to combat this issue, we should promote more healthy lifestyle. Right? Exercise, eating, get all the nutrient from your food, not just fast food. Sleep regularly. Okay. Most of the student, most of our youth right now in the category of a student, right? Okay. And they have the pressure of performing academically. So they tend to avoid all other things and only focus on
study. They don't go to enjoy.
enjoy.
Yeah, they should
Yeah.
focus on enjoying
At the same
their
time,
lives.
enjoy the
Have
life.
have a
moments
balance,
at the
what we call the
present.
balanced lifestyle.
Okay. Eat healthy food, fruits, vegetables, kind of
Some
things.
sort of
Yeah,
exercise.
Because your body need a nutrient. Okay. Why? Because most of people, the clinical depression itself characterized by the lack of neurotransmitter. Okay, it's your biological factor. It's not only because of your emotion and feelings. When you didn't practice a good lifestyle, it affects your body at cell level, right? Your hormone is not balanced, okay, and you're pushing your body, your mental state to achieve the target while you're not providing enough nutrient for yourself.
It's not fair.
Yeah, it's not fair. How can you drive your car with no
with no-
engine oil?
Yeah.
It
not
will
cheap,
going
right.
nowhere, right?
So meaning first thing first, you need to check your body,
Yeah.
taking care of your
okay.
body,
Yeah.
health. That is the first thing first. So when you have a good health, so maybe we can avoid this kind of like feelings,
good sleep.
emotional. Oh.
Enough rest is
Okay.
important.
Good sleep.
I have problem in sleep. Actually.
You need to look at it.
Alright. Okay, doctor. Puan Siti, what kind of activities or program? Maybe DBG have a collaboration with others NGO or
We
others
have a plan.
members.
We have a plan. Okay, so we intend to organize art therapy activity with local artists, local painter. So because when you are focusing on something that you like, okay, it helps you reduce the burden of emotion and stress. Okay, so we look forward to it, and also we have a link with some underground artists for maybe a mini concert in the future, and also a campaign on a lifestyle in the future, all in the future. We're planning for that.
Meaning mental health is actually not only the mental health itself, the mental meaning the mental level of health, but it's actually about our body also, right? Okay,
How you interact with others,
Others.
how you build a relationship.
am I right?
all
So it's many causes that that tend to have a mental health issue. Alright, so we go to the third question: how to overcome the stigma when you see the therapist for just want to know about mental illness, you just want to see the therapist whether okay I'm in the mental health problem or
Having a
not,
mental
I'm
health,
having
right.
mental health or not, but people judge you are having a mental illness. People start to judge.
This-
So any kind of ways to avoid this stigma.
Okay, so
Puan Siti,
Stigma, right.
okay.
maybe you want to know your your level. Is it your healthiness? mental.
Yeah. Is it you?
You are okay or
right.
not? Yeah, I just like me. Maybe I just want to
know.
go to therapist and I want to ask whether I'm in level okay or not, or if I'm in depression, which kind of level that I'm in depression. But people nowadays, people
People tend
start to
to-
people start to judge. When you go to psychiatrist, when you go to seek for mental illness
help,
advice,
Any help?
so
They
people judge. Yeah, oh, you actually have
Having
mental
a
health
mental
problem.
illness, right?
I can say thank you for the question, because when you ask this kind of question, it means you have the courage to seek help. Okay, so in KK Klinik Kesihatan, actually they have a form which you can fill up to assess your mental health.
That one is a screenings,
Ah,
right?
yeah.
Screening,
So,
screening mind,
Alright.
mind
You can
screenings.
request for that. Okay, but I understand that when some of you guys try to get the form, maybe you get like
Shy that people.
yeah, some kind of stigma. First of all, for you guys, this is a tips, okay? Because
To avoid this stigma.
one of the tips for you guys who want to start seeking help. Okay, because now we have a lot of reading resources,
Material,
yeah,
right.
reading material. So it's so often that people screen themselves, and
Even in the TikTok itself, there's
Okay.
a lot of mental
Sharing
health,
video.
sharing video.
How you
about
know
mental health, how
your stage.
yeah.
self-screening.
Yeah, yeah,
It's good, but that's not
Not
a
enough.
level for you. Yeah, and it's not enough. Depression need to be screened by the professional.
a psychiatrist.
Yes, psychiatrist. Okay.
So meaning first thing first, before go to seek help in this professional, maybe we will ask ourselves.
First
Is
thing
it?
first. Okay.
Alright.
When you want to get the form, make it simple. Okay. Go to the staff. Say that I
I think
want to
that's-
do
we
the
can-
mental health screening.
Is it can obtain via online?
Yeah,
is
it
a
can be obtained by online.
GAD7
Yeah.
MPHQ,
But if you
right?
want
Oh.
to go further, in order to get treatment,
Yeah. That you
that's
need
not
to,
the
yeah,
thing.
this-
You need to refer to the
To
clinic
psychiatrist.
kesihatan,
Alright.
or psychiatrist. So do not label yourself as depressed yet
Don't level yet.
until doctor said so.
confirm it.
Until doctor said so. It's so easy that example, doctor, I think I am depressed. No, don't say that. Okay, this is a tips for you guys. Okay, but it is more better that say, doctor, I think I have difficulties with what? Mention all your
mention the
problems.
symptom.
Yeah.
I cannot sleep.
Yeah.
Have a burden feelings.
But if you really can't explain it, maybe you can say, doctor, I think I feel so worthless. I think I want to give out. Any kind of that. Make it simple. Don't state that
all
I am depressed. No, let doctor
Decide.
decide. Yeah, that's only tips because the question if you want to overcome the stigma, right? Okay. Yeah.
Avoid the stigma, right? Okay, so don't judge ourselves yet,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Don't put ourselves in the depression level,
Focus on your problem.
Focus.
Mention what is your problem.
because not all the sadness or all the problem
It's
are
a sign
tend
of
to
depressed.
depression. A
It
sign
could
of
be
depression.
yes, but please don't mention it. Let doctor decide.
Alright. Okay. So that one's for the third question, and fourth, to doctor, because of related to data. Any research data about youth problem? Can doctor share with us?
Any research data about youth problems? Actually, I don't have a statistic with me right now, but you can refer to the WHO. They said that one in eggs, I guess 1 in 8 something like that. I forgot, but the real value or data you can retrieve or refer to it's not a secondary, but other organization like WHO, KKM, yeah.
Meaning actually the problem is there.
The problem is that, like I said before this, 1 in 6, 1 in 3, that is a statistic number that shows the mental health problems among youth.
It's actually happened.
It's
Right,
actually
it's actually
happening.
happened.
I
in this youth.
remember one of the article that I read. It said that in 1990, the amount of the numbers of people who commit suicide is around 700,000, and in 2050 it rose to 800,000. That's mean in 25 years around 100,000 of commit suicide case.
Increasing.
Yeah, so like
trend is
1
separate.
year, in average, 4,000 people,
Commit suicide.
choose to do that. It's
That's
obviously
It's a serious issue
The
actually.
serious issue.
Alright. Okay, we have the fifth question. This question for both panels, alright, for both panels. People say if you are burnt out or depressed, just going back to the religion. Go search for the preachers and don't seek the therapist. What both panels think? Yeah.
Just
Maybe Doctor and Puan Siti can digest first this kind of question. If you burn out, people say when you burn out or depressed, just going back to the religion,
It's
Maybe
not
Islam is
everything's
go to
related to the
agama.
religion itself.
Go
You
search
know,
for preachers and don't
yeah.
seek for the therapist. Maybe this kind of people that not what we call have a good think about therapists maybe. What both panel thinks? Maybe Puan Siti or Doctor.
every depression story is unique, right? The factor that contributed could be different. It's not only because when someone says something like this, I believe what he or she want to emphasize is get some motivation from somewhere else. Okay, but it's not
Back
always
to
the
Allah.
case.
Back to back to Allah. Yeah.
It's helping at some point, but it's not a finite solution. We maybe some people it's enough to go back to the religion, okay, and they get strength from reading the Quran, from
But not of
praying, crying
especially
on the
youth, right? I'm not saying especially youth, but we ourselves also, right? Sometimes we feel depressed, sometimes we feel stressed with our workload and everything's right. It's not because of our relationship with our gods. Actually, it's more than that. Actually, I mean a different factor. Actually,
we human
Right.
being want to
Yeah.
share our feeling,
Yeah.
right? we want to share, we want to be heard.
Yeah,
It's not about a lack of iman. So okay, this case can happen maybe because I try to share my problem with my friend. You're my friend. Okay, I have problem with this, and you said, oh, maybe you should go back to Allah. Okay,
Back
then
to Allah.
stop. This is not, maybe this is not the right person you can go after. You need to seek help from someone else. Okay.
especially psychiatrist and
Yeah,
therapist.
it doesn't mean he she is a bad friend. No, that doesn't mean she tried to help, but it's not her specialty, right? So find someone
she
else.
might think that is one of the best solution.
Yeah,
Right.
that's in his
Yes,
capacity,
yeah.
in her capacity.
In
So
her
find
capacity.
someone else that you think can help you, because some people said, I jog every day. I run 5 kilometers every day, and I feel better about myself. I don't have to take any medicine anymore. That's work for him. That's good. And some people say, oh, I join a charity program. Okay, I become a volunteer. I feel needed. I contribute to society, and I feel enough. I'm okay. I'm no longer depressed. That's good for her. And for someone else, it might be different. Okay, so what I want to emphasize is seek professional help, because from there you know where to go. Instead of you feel intimidated or feel because if someone said that to me, I will like hurt inside. It's not what I want
It's not.
to
It's
hear.
not because of
I want some support.
It can, we cannot deny that we have to go back to religion.
Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
In Muslim, we know we need to go back to religion. That was the first thing first. We have Allah.
That one is
Yeah.
One of the alternatives.
Yeah, we have Allah.
Any
But
religion.
yeah, but like when we have illness, when we have a fever, we go to seek a doctor.
Yeah.
Kan? When we have what kind of problem, we go to the
The
specialization, right? So I think maybe this is what our panel want to share. So in this mental of health, we have the special or professional that cater about this thing
that can help you.
that can help you, and
Give
not
advice.
all the peoples have the same kind of method to solve this kind of problem,
Yeah.
right?
Because the people's we are unique, you know. Yeah, we having a different problems.
Different personality.
Different personality characteristics.
We love different things. Maybe you love doing this, do that.
Maybe that's the activity can help you, but for the other persons or people's,
They don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That is not happy for them, right?
In
So
some extreme case, because they couldn't cope with the burnout and depression, they quit from college, they quit from school, they quit from their work, they change their workplace. That's work for him and her. So there's no problem with it. Okay, and please don't hate your friend who said like that. Please.
if they don't have in our shoes, so they
capacity,
don't know. They know how
They
the
try their
serious.
best to help you actually.
All right. So maybe is there any question yet? Any question more to ask to our panels? All right. So we don't have a question more. So I think we take a break for a while before we go to the fourth round, which is our two panels will conclude everything and wrap up about our topic today. So we take a break, 5 minutes.
Kementerian Belia Dan Sukan KBS melalui Institut Penyelidikan Pembangunan Belia Malaysia Iyres telah mengambil inisiatif untuk membangunkan sistem eMind, satu sistem bersepadu Malaysian Youth Index yang merupakan satu sistem pemantauan program dan aktiviti belia secara bersepadu merentas kumpulan pelaksana pembangunan belia di Malaysia. Idea ini diperolehi berdasarkan konsep bank yang menyimpan data program dan aktiviti pembangunan belia secara bersepadu. eMind mampu menjana statistik pelaporan secara dinamik yang boleh menjadi rujukan keberkesanan program-program pembangunan belia. eMind dibangun selari dengan spirit Dasar Belia Malaysia 2015 ke 2035 yang menekankan konsep merentas pelaksana dalam pembangunan belia. Konsep merentas pelaksana memastikan pembangunan belia di negara ini secara bersama berdasarkan fungsi dan keupayaan setiap pelaksana. Inisiatif ini membolehkan pengintegrasian sumber dan perkongsian maklumat ke arah penyerlahan potensi belia negara ke tahap yang optimum. Pengguna utama eMind terdiri daripada 10 kumpulan pelaksana pembangunan belia yang dilantik oleh Iyres. Kumpulan pelaksana tersebut terdiri daripada Kementerian dan Agensi Persekutuan, institusi pendidikan dan penyelidikan, kerajaan negeri, pemimpin politik, institusi keluarga, syarikat berkaitan kerajaan dan swasta, NGO dan individu belia, masyarakat, media dan badan bukan kerajaan. Sistem eMind boleh diakses melalui emind.iyres.gov.my oleh focal point yang dilantik. eMind menyediakan fungsi utama merangkumi kemudahan dashboard yang menyediakan statistik laporan secara dinamik, penyediaan maklumat program pembangunan belia secara bersepadu, penilaian keberkesanan program, penjanaan pelaporan program pembangunan belia secara dinamik dan perkongsian maklumat interagensi. Focal point yang bertanggungjawab sebagai pentadbir agensi yang dibekalkan maklumat pengguna. Pentadbir agensi ini perlu mengenal pasti pengguna, pegawai pelulus dan ketua eksekutif di peringkat agensi masing-masing. Pengguna agensi perlu merekodkan program secara berkala, merangkumi maklumat am program, kumpulan sasar pelaksanaan program, maklumat pelaksana program, pencapaian program. Maklumat-maklumat yang direkod perlu diperakukan oleh pegawai pelulus di peringkat agensi masing-masing. Maklumat-maklumat yang telah diperakukan di peringkat agensi akan disahkan oleh pentadbir sistem eMind. Para belia juga boleh menyertai dan mendapatkan maklumat terkini berhubung inisiatif atau program atau aktiviti belia yang dilaksanakan oleh pelbagai kementerian atau jabatan atau agensi pelaksana dengan cara memuat turun eMind di aplikasi mudah alih di Play Store atau App Store. Dengan adanya eMind ini, pastinya dapat membantu menyediakan input rujukan dalam pembentukan dasar dan polisi berkaitan pembangunan belia yang lebih holistik, membantu dalam membuat perancangan agihan sumber yang lebih tepat, efisien dan berorientasikan outcome, memantau pencapaian program-program pembangunan belia, merentas agensi pelaksana secara berterusan di sebagai peringkat pelaksana promosi aktiviti pembangunan belia kepada kumpulan sasaran, membantu analisa dan penjanaan pelaporan program dengan lebih pantas, interaktif dan dinamik, serta menjadi input kepada pelan tindakan pembangunan belia Malaysia. Untuk maklumat lanjut, sila layari laman web rasmi Iyres di www.iyres.gov.my. Kementerian Belia Dan Sukan KBS melalui Institut Penyelidikan Pembangunan Belia Malaysia Iyres telah mengambil inisiatif untuk membangunkan sistem eMind, satu sistem bersepadu Malaysian Youth Index yang merupakan satu sistem pemantauan program dan aktiviti belia secara bersepadu merentas kumpulan pelaksana pembangunan belia di Malaysia. eMind mampu menjana statistik pelaporan secara dinamik yang boleh menjadi rujukan keberkesanan program-program pembangunan belia. eMind dibangun selari dengan spirit Dasar Belia Malaysia 2015 ke 2035 yang menekankan konsep merentas pelaksana dalam pembangunan belia. Konsep merentas pelaksana memastikan pembangunan belia di negara ini secara bersama berdasarkan fungsi dan keupayaan setiap pelaksana. Inisiatif ini membolehkan pengintegrasian sumber dan perkongsian maklumat ke arah penyerlahan potensi belia negara ke tahap yang optimum. Pengguna utama eMind terdiri daripada 10 kumpulan pelaksana pembangunan belia yang dilantik oleh Iyres. Kumpulan pelaksana tersebut terdiri daripada Kementerian dan Agensi Persekutuan, institusi pendidikan dan penyelidikan, kerajaan negeri, pemimpin politik, institusi keluarga, syarikat berkaitan kerajaan dan swasta, NGO dan individu belia, masyarakat, media dan badan bukan kerajaan. Sistem eMind boleh diakses melalui emind.iyres.gov.my oleh focal point yang dilantik. eMind menyediakan fungsi utama merangkumi kemudahan dashboard yang menyediakan statistik laporan secara dinamik, penyediaan maklumat program pembangunan belia secara bersepadu, penilaian keberkesanan program, penjanaan pelaporan program pembangunan belia secara dinamik dan perkongsian maklumat interagensi. Dengan adanya eMind ini, pastinya dapat membantu menyediakan input rujukan dalam pembentukan dasar dan polisi berkaitan pembangunan belia yang lebih holistik, membantu dalam membuat perancangan agihan sumber yang lebih tepat, efisien dan berorientasikan outcome, memantau pencapaian program-program pembangunan belia, merentas agensi pelaksana secara berterusan di pelbagai peringkat pelaksanaan, platform promosi aktiviti pembangunan belia kepada kumpulan sasaran, membantu analisa dan penjanaan pelaporan program dengan lebih pantas, interaktif dan dinamik, serta menjadi input kepada pelan tindakan pembangunan belia Malaysia. Untuk maklumat lanjut, sila layari laman web rasmi Iyres di www.iyres.gov.my.
Welcome back to our webinar by Iyres, series 2 on the topic Are Youth Okay? Right, our secretaries had informed me that maybe some audience have participant have problem to register in our eMind system, but it's okay, no need to worry because our secretary will help you after this session through online, through email. Okay, so we go to our last round in this topic. So maybe Doctor, can you draw conclusion and give recommendation or suggestion related to youth well-being on this issue?
Okay, I know as a young person, it might be difficult for you to express your feelings, to share your problem with others. But believe in me that starting the conversations is the first step for you to get help from others. And we as I can call adults, I'm no longer youth, we as adults, we should, practice the mental health conversations, because some of the youth, they just want us to listen to their problems. We are not, not necessary for us to solve their problem, but they just want someone to hear their problems, just listening. By just listening, it will help them to improve their mental health status. Yeah. Last but not least, I just want you to remember that you are great, you are special. Just be yourself. Just embrace what you have, and remember that make a mental health a priority in your life. That's all.
All right, thank you, Doctor. And then, Puan Siti, maybe you can draw a conclusion overall about our topic here today. Are youth okay?
Okay, are youth okay? So, friends, no, they're youth, younger than me. Okay, if you have this kind of issues, I want to emphasize on how important for you guys to monitor your mood, identify your feeling. Okay, that's only part of it. And if you already diagnosed as depressed, having depression, you need to understand that it takes time, effort, courage, and you need to be patient. Okay, because depression can be a lifelong illness. Okay, if you didn't take major action on it. So maybe someone else recover for 1 year and then they're okay. Some people 15 years on medicine still not okay. And for you it's different. Don't compare your journey with the others. Okay, no matter how you feel, you need to understand that depression doesn't define you. It's not you. You have different personality.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's so easy for someone who are depressed. They have negative self perception on themselves
Yes.
and low self esteem, and then isolating themselves from the other people.
Yeah,
Please
I'm bad.
don't.
Yeah.
Please don't Okay, it's okay to isolate yourself from time to time, but that's not a solution. Okay, please seek help. And for those, for all youngster, everyone have friends, right? So please look out your friends. The depression is not the responsibility of government or parents alone or teachers.
It's
Okay,
a community.
yeah,
right?
it's a
The whole
community.
community.
As a friends, you play a part on your friends' mental well-being. Okay, so avoid bullying. Okay, it's so easy. We mock someone, make a joke, but you don't know how the impacts on someone's. Okay, if he or she are having difficulty with herself, themselves, and they couldn't control it, we don't know if they take unnecessary action. Okay, and the worst part of depression is not because someone commits suicide only, but the effect is prolonged. Okay, it can affect another generation after us, because depression, I don't want to use word serious because of course it's serious. It, you know, in the long run, because of depression, we will lack in various aspects. Skillful worker, productive worker,
It will be burden to this.
functioning
country
family. Yeah, it will affect the nation itself.
Yeah.
So it needs a measure from every aspect. And you guys, as a friend of someone, please look up your friends. Just simple words. Are you okay? Just simple
Yeah,
words.
your
And
family.
yeah, ready to be a supporter
Take
of
care
your
of your
friends.
family, yeah.
We take care of each other. Like kita jaga kita.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all from me.
Alright. So that friends know that okay, someone is actually
Is
taking
there
care.
for
Yeah,
them.
taking care and is there for them. Right. So youth, are youth okay? The topic that we actually discussed today, we are actually in the final session, right? So that is our sharing session with our panels. So youth, first thing first, this is not depression is not
The sign
very
of your weakness.
the sign of
It's-
your
It's not
weakness.
the sign of your
yeah.
weakness.
So depression is actually serious in Malaysia nowadays.
Yeah.
It's not among the youth,
Yeah.
but now it's tend to go to the children.
Yeah.
So can you imagine we youth in the future this kind of children
Grow
being a
up.
youth in the coming days?
Yeah.
So how Malaysia gonna be? So this is all our responsibilities together to make to have a healthy lifestyle, have healthy mental style,
Yeah,
mental
mental
health.
health.
So to build up our Malaysian. So that's all for today discussion. Thank you very much to our two panels. Thank you very much to all the audience and participant in FB Live, in chatting room, chatting Zoom. So the secretaries would like to express a million thanks to both presenters and participants for the cooperation throughout the forum. All the weaknesses and shortcomings that occurs, the secretaries arranges 10 fingers for the forgiveness. Before we close, there are information that I want to share to all of you. Iyres will conduct the Iyres webinar series 3, Leadership and Youth Identity. The topic is Leadership and Youth Identity on 25th of July. In addition, Iyres also will conduct the International Youth Research Seminar 2023 on 23rd to 25th October 23 with the theme of driving inclusivity in youth mental wellness. So please, all of you support this event. Also, please do the program evaluation throughout the eMind system and get your e-certification. Thanks to all of you. Thanks again to all the participants because joining this webinar, attend this webinar, and we hope that you will learn something from the sharing today. Inshallah, we continue to the next webinar later. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.